All right, once we have those two components soldered in, and you soldered them and you clipped off the extra legs, we're then going to go ahead and add this device. This is a 47 UF electrolytic capacitor C2. As it states on Adafruit, this provides a low frequency filtration, which cleans up all the high voltage in the power line. Um, this is polarized, so if you don't put it in correctly, it will not work. So you can always tell if they're polarized. As you can see here, one leg is longer than the other. So I know it's kind of hard to see me. I'll put my hand back there. And so the longer leg is the positive lead. And so when we go to add that here on our board, right here on C2, there's a plus, and we want to make sure the long leg goes in there. So I'm going to go ahead and insert that in there now. Make sure that's nice and snug. I'm going to bend those legs. And then, just to make sure that we can sense that the high power side, high voltage power side is working, we're going to add a LED. LEDs are also polarized, so one leg is longer than the other. And we're going to add that right here on the D2 board. So make sure I got my long leg in the positive. I'm going to slide that down, bend those legs. Okay, then I'm going to flip it over, solder it, clip the excess legs, and we'll move on for the next step. So I'm going to go ahead and solder, and you go ahead and do the same, and we'll go on to the next step. Okay, so once we have that done, we want to stop the soldering process and test to make sure that what we have is working. So I'm going to go ahead. I've got the DC charge here. I'm going to go ahead and plug this in, and we'll see if the light lights up, that I know that so far all my connections are good. I've got good soldering. If not, you can go back and recheck. Make sure you put the pieces on the correct way. We have a multimeter that helps quite a bit to see that, make sure the energy flow is working. So here we go. I've got on the off switch. I slide it over on. Hopefully this green light will work, being I'm giving a tutorial. It would really suck if it didn't. Sweet, it's working. So that shows me that all my solder connections are solid and I've placed everything correctly. So let's go on to the next step. If that did not work for you, you need to go back and check your components, your wiring, and your soldering. Just make sure that you followed all the steps, either on this video or on Adafruit's website tutorial, which are down below in the show notes.